You will not do this to me. This is not about a show. This is my life. Miss Quad and Miss Mariah at Lisa Nicole's charity. Was it a charity event? No, it was the women's empowerment event. Miss Mariah and Miss Quad, she got it, she got it. They showing out. They done turned Lisa Nicole's uplifting event out in the tranquil room, darling. Them bitches was everything but tranquil. It was a mess. You will not do this. I will not do this. I will not put on nothing for shows. No, no, no. Miss Mariah showing out. She's talking to Dr. Simone in the damn bathroom. Miss Quad and her nasty fur, and that was my friend, and it's just so much is going on. Just fistful of damn tears. It was a mess. They ain't have to do that lady event like that. I couldn't have been Lisa Nicole. I would have straight cussed them out and told all them hookers to leave. Goodbye. Dismissed. They was audience members any damn way. They could have left when nobody would have cared. It was just a total mess. Apparently, Miss Quad's whole thing of Mariah is why she's mad at her is basically like because Mariah said that she made her, pretty much, and Mariah's like, no, I said that I gave you this platform, and that might be true because I think that Mariah is she's either the creator of no, Andy is probably the creator. She's an executive producer, I think, of the show, so she created it, right? Something like that. Leave in the comments below, darling, the comments below. Let me know what's going on with that. But I think Mariah thought of the show or something. But anyway, Mariah's like, I gave her this platform, and Miss Quad has changed. I never thought that she would turn my friends against me. And Miss Quad was like, no, Mariah thinks that she's the shit, and that she owns everybody, and that she runs the world like Beyonce and Oprah. And she pretty much doesn't. And so, anyway, it gets down to the actual event, and Doc Lisa Simone, she has a panel of ladies, so successful black women's and Caucasian women's as well, and they're sitting down and they're sipping their tea and they're having their moment, just to uplift the other women's in the audience, the women's. This is the women's event, women's empowerment, movement, seminar, situation. It's about the women's, they're having a women's talk. And Dr. Jackie's on the panel. And so Dr. Heavenly starts to talk to Lisa Nicole about why she's not on the panel. And Lisa Nicole's like, well, um, well, I mean, we just kind of met her. Like, I don't, well, next year, sis, next year, I got you. I got you. And Dr. Heavenly's like, I've written books. I got my own practice. I'm a successful businesswoman. I'm an entrepreneur. I've had children. My vagina works. Like, what is going on? Like, why am I not on that panel? So Lisa Nicole takes her seat up on the panel because this is her shit. And all of a sudden, Dr. Heavenly walks her square shaped ass up to the panel and proceeds to sit her ass down. And Lisa Nicole was just like, what the hell is going on? And Lisa Nicole, she's a polite type of woman. She's all about inner peace and all this stuff. That's what she preaches to the children, to the women, to the vaginas around the world, darling, to the land. That's what she preaches. And so she wasn't going to tell Dr. Heavenly that she couldn't sit on the panel or to leave. And it was just extremely awkward. Dr. Heavenly felt like she belonged on the panel, and so she became a member of the panel. It goes to Dr. Jackie first, and Dr. Jackie talks about her battle with breast cancer twice, and it yeah, Dr. Jackie is, you know, she comes off very strong and very harsh and cold. But once you really get to know her and watch her a little bit, you actually like her and fall in love with her. She's just a very strong woman who's been through shit, and so she preaches different things to other women, and she just wants everybody to be healthy and be well in all aspects. And I can appreciate that. Dr. Heavenly makes this speech. I appreciate you, Lisa Nicole, and I would love to be in your circle. You seem like a real cool chick, a real uplifting type of sister, and I would love to be in your circle. And I am Dr. Heavenly. Google me. Google you. Bitch, you're supposed to give us a background of who you are. All of these women, I'm sure you can probably find them on Google. Like, how Google you? Who are you? Your ass wasn't even supposed to be a part of the panel. I can't with Dr. Heavenly and her teeth and her lipstick. Absolutely not. So after that, Dr. Simone meets up with Dr. Jackie in her office. And oh, before I get to that, the whole Quad and Mariah thing, the whole blowout at the Sisters Empowerment event really brought everybody else together, including Toya and Dr. Simone. And Dr. Simone and Toya had their whole little spat of Dr. Simone backing that thing up on Toya's husband. And they was just like, look, bitch, I was tripping, I was being rude. Yeah, bitch, but stay away from my man, bitch. And all that, and they hug and yeah. Anyway, Dr. Simone meets with Dr. Jackie in her office, and they start to talk about Lisa Nicole's event and everything that happened. And Dr. Simone was like, "Yeah, I was being a bitch, and to Toya, and I just decided to apologize." Dr. Jackie writes Dr. Simone a prescription to shut the hell up, and that was very cute, very funny scene. And also, Dr. Simone mentions to Dr. Jackie that she has this patient and she has her own, she's an adoption counselor or has her own adoption agency actually. And that she would give her information if she's serious about adoption, because everybody knows that Dr. Jackie wants to have children. She's been wanting to have kids for a long time, but because of work and because of, I guess, the reality of the fact that it might not actually happen for her, you know, she just decided to like put it off her and her husband. But yeah. Um a little bit later, sorry, something in my eye, darling. It's been a minute since I did a review, right? It's been minutes, darling. It's been minutes. Lisa Nicole. Okay. My heart truly went out to Lisa Nicole this episode. It was just so sad. She has beautiful kids and she's beautiful and her husband is beautiful. It's just a beautiful family. And the whole breast cancer scare, she was going in to see if she actually had breast cancer. They found something in her breast. And, she was very scared and she was telling her kids, just pray for mommy. She's going to the doctor today. And she was on her way out and she just started, the kids had already left and she was just on her way. She was just, doing her hair before she left and went to the doctor, and she just started crying and I just started crying and it was just a mess. And later on though, they found out that Lisa Nicole does not have breast cancer. Thank God. That would have been horrible. She's such a cool lady. I really like Lisa Nicole. I think she brings a good balance to the show of crazy, of craziness on the side, like kind of in between and aside, and she's just sane and the calm one and real cool. But she seems like the type that's cool until you really piss her off, and then she'll jump off. She'll straight turn up racks on racks on racks on racks on racks. Dr. Simone comes to Dr. Jackie's home. So Dr. Jackie finally decided to meet with the whole adoption counselor. One of the, well, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, one of Dr. Simone's clients. And she meets with her, and it's this, cute little lady. And she comes in, and she basically starts to talk to Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie about the whole adoption, process and everything that goes on. It's a lot that goes into it. Um, the whole waiting process before you actually gets the child, a lot of paperwork. They have to do a lot of background information on the parents. It's just a lot. And it was really a huge eye opener for Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, because they didn't know that adopting a child was so much work. There was just so much drama that went into actually adopting a child. And Dr. Jackie gets very emotional. She starts to talk about, how when she delivers the babies, and just that love that she can tell that's all up on a mother and all through a mother when she finally holds her child, just that smell and scent of a baby and all that she wants that so bad. And I feel so bad for her. I just hope that the whole adoption thing or whatever Dr. Jackie and her husband decides works out for them. um, she deserves a baby. She really does. And we don't know if her husband is up for it yet, because during this whole little meeting with the adoption counselor, we found out that she didn't tell her husband. So I don't know. We shall see. Now it gets to the last scene, and as we found out that Miss Quad, she got it, wants to create her own puppy couture line. She wants fabulous designer clothes or high fashion clothes for dogs, for little puppies, Chloe and Bonquisha. I always remember one dog's name, and I don't remember the other. But whatever, they're cute dolls. She says they're her babies because Miss Squad don't want kids right now. She don't want to lose her cute little shape. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. And of course, who's working with Miss Quad on this line is fashion designer Rico. Rico Rico Chappelle. Yeah, that's his name. And it's not RICO, it's REKO, darling. Edit that part out. Edit, get it right. Edit. And Miss Rico and Mariah went to high school together, or junior high, or elementary, or kindergarten, or preschool, what the fuck ever. And, so they have a little history. And so, anyway, they start to run and get fabric, and, they pile the fabric up on the table, and Miss Rico and Miss Quad, she got it, she got it. They start talking about Mariah. Rico asked about the whole women empowerment event and what happened. And Miss Quad, she's just so upset. Rico. Miss Quad, she's just distraught. Because, at the end of the day, we can sit and laugh about it, but Mariah and Miss Quad, she got it, was very, very close. And, you know, they're each hurt by one another. And, hopefully they patch things up. But as Cynthia said on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, sometimes you've just reached the end of the road with people, and you have to be okay with that. But hopefully it's not the end of the road for Miss Mariah. Yes, and Miss Quad, she got it. Because they're the dynamic duo. Them together, hilarious. Just, it's like Gina and Pam. Just perfect. Everything. And so we found out that Miss Quad, she got it. She's having an event coming up soon. It's a charity event. I think it's like a fashion show or something. And Miss Rico tells Miss Quad, she got it, that you should really invite Mariah. And when he said that, I was like, okay, Miss Rico is really up to something, because he said that he had a bone to pick with Mariah, because apparently Mariah said that Rico Chappelle wasn't shit before, until he wasn't shit until Mariah started wearing his clothes or something like that. And so he's a little upset about that. And so Miss Quad was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to talk to her. Do you really think I should? And Miss Rico like, yeah, just send her a text message and invite her to your event. And so Miss Squad is very, very apprehensive. She don't know what to do. So she went on ahead and sends a text message. She was scared to press send, and they both pressed send. And Miss Squad was like, I regretted doing that. And Rico was like, yeah, I do too. And so that's pretty much the end of this episode. But from the scenes from the next episode, we're going to see that Mariah and Rico is going to get into it. Rico's going off at Mariah, going off, going off, going off. And Quad and Mariah is going to get into it as well. Now, I figured that Rico's intentions, that he had very bad intentions for telling Miss Quad to invite Mariah to her event. And they just had this spat. Like, if I just had an argument with somebody, why would I want to see them so early on, and he had his own intentions. And obviously, he did what he came to do. And we're going to see that next episode. He wanted to get on Mariah. He wanted to cuss her out and call her out and embarrass her for the things that she allegedly said about him. So we shall see these queens, child, in these shows in Atlanta. It's just a mess. Like, he was going off on Mariah. Mariah was just like, "Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?" Like, child, I cannot. But anyway, I am back. I am Mr. Chalaki, darling. And I believe this is season 6 of season 2 of Married to Medicine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am at It's King's World on Twitter, and I am Chase King was here on Facebook. And I will see you guys next week. All right, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, darlings of the world. Mwah.